Hello and welcome back to Maeve's Books. Today I'm doing a review on a book called The Peculiar, and it's by Stefan Bachmann. It is super good, it's really interesting, and it's definitely a different book. It's kind of fairy tale based, and I think it was really good. I got it from my library as well, so you can see because it is laminated on the cover, and it's got the little form from the library. But anyways, the main character is, there's kind of two. There's a boy called Bartholomew, and then there's a man called Mr. Jellyby, and they have like alternating chapters. So when it's about what Bartholomew is doing, then Mr. Jellyby. But then they meet up and it becomes one story. But anyways, it's about fairies, but they're not normal fairies which you'd think. They're like creepy and weird and different, and they're not very nice. Lots of them are evil, and they're not, and they came from the fairyland, but then the path closed and they couldn't get back. So now they have to learn to live in the human world. But not everything is normal. The humans and the fairies don't keep separate sometimes, and sometimes they fall in love and have children. These children are hated by fairies and humans, and they're called peculiars or changelings. Peculiars have to be hidden because they're killed by either side. But when people start finding dead peculiars in the River Thames, things start getting different. Nobody knows who murdered them. Nobody really wants to kill the changelings because, well, they're just kids. Usually they don't survive anyways. But there's something different about these. They're written all in fairy writing in their own blood, scratched all over their body. And their whole body is hollow, no bones or guts or brains or anything. It's super creepy. Bartholomew lives in the fairy slums of Bath. It's dirty, and he and his sister Hetty have to keep hidden because they are both peculiars. But one day, Bartholomew sees another peculiar getting wished away, and he doesn't see him again. He forgets the rules that all peculiars have to live by. Don't get yourself noticed, and you won't get yourself hanged. He forgets them, and he does get himself noticed. And now he's pretty close to getting hanged as well. Meanwhile, Mr. Jellyby works in Parliament. And he was going kind of on like a meeting with other people from Parliament. He saw a lady there who happened to be the exact same lady who brought Bartholomew, the other peculiar, away. He's looking for her because there's just something interesting and different about her. And she is disappeared. She can't find her. He knocks down a door looking for her, and now everybody thinks he's a spy. Yes, it is a creepy book. It is different, and I think there's going to be a series, because like that ending can't just be an ending of one book, because it's one of those endings it's a cliffhanger, okay? Like nothing else happens. And I need to see what happens, because it's very creepy. They find out Mr. Licorice, who is another member of the council, but he's a fairy, is planning something sinister, and he is very wrapped up in what to do of like the murdering of the fairies. And there's a reason that all their guts are not there as well. I just thought maybe that was just some signature thing they did, but it was creepy. I definitely think it's a more scary book, so if you're younger, I wouldn't read this. If you were like 8 or 9 or maybe even 7, don't read it. But if you're like 10, 11, 12, it's a really good book. I recommend it. I think it's amazing. My favourite character is Hetty, so I kind of didn't like the ending. She doesn't die. I just want to say that in case it's just like... But anyways, Hetty is more looking like a peculiar than Bartholomew as well, because instead of hair, she has like branches. So And this has something very to do with it as well. It's super creepy. I definitely don't think you should read this in the middle of the night if you wake up. Maybe read something like a book about nice fairies. Maybe them rainbow fairy books, I like them. I used to like them. I still don't read. I don't read them, but But don't recommend this for people who are scared as well, because it's very creepy. I nearly screamed one time. It's creepier than Doll Bones, which was actually meant to be a horror story, and I have it, but the cover of Doll Bones is way less creepy. I got this because of the cover. I'm sorry, people. I'm such a cover snob. I know you're not really supposed to go oh wow, I'm not gonna read this because the cover is ugly, but I did, and I'm sorry. I'm working on it, and you can definitely recommend this book to you if you're older and not scared of things, creepy things. It is such a good story. I think my favorite character, apart from Hetty, would probably be Bartholomew. I wasn't a big fan of Mr. Jellyby, to be honest. I thought he was a bit annoying. Or Mezzline, or however. It's very disgusting as well. Parts of it are creepy, disgusting. Ugh, the racking. I definitely recommend this book to you. I know I've just recommended it about 5 times, but it's a good book. You should read it, and I think you'd really enjoy it, whoever you are, because it's got a bit of something for everyone. And if you like this, things I'd say The School for Good and Evil, because it's got the same kind of fairy tale based fantasy. But it's different, and I kind of liked it better than The School for Good and Evil. I'm sorry, people who are slightly obsessed with that series, but School for Good and Evil is a good book as well. I've done a review on it. You should definitely watch that when I finish this video, which is right now, because I have nothing more to say about this book, because I spoil an awful lot if I keep talking about the book. So if this is a bit short, I'm sorry, but it's very hard not to spoil, because every time, look at every chapter, you're discovering something new. So okay, thanks for watching. Bye, and I'll see you next week on Maeve Reads Books. And this is not turning off. I'm sorry.